some applications of trigonometry. Some applications of trigonometry. Now for this chapter, I hope you all know the values of the ratios, okay? Like 30 degree, 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, because in this chapter we will need those values. So just in case if you have not memorized, just please memorize those values, okay? And
So is it fine if we just know how to do the table?
yeah, just remember the table, okay? Just remember all the values, sine 30 degree, cos 30 degree, tan 30 degree, all the values, okay? Because all these values we will need in this chapter, okay? Okay, so now here first let us learn some new terms, okay? First term it is line of sight. Second term it is angle of elevation. And the third term it is angle of depression. Angle of depression. Now suppose there is a tower. Okay, suppose this is a tower. Tower, or you can consider that there is some object here. There is some object here also. Okay. So now this line, this line, it is called the horizontal line. Horizontal line. Okay. Now suppose here is a suppose there is a person here. Okay, a person here, he is standing here, and if this person, if it is he or she is looking at the top of this building, top of this building, okay, so this line, it is called the line
Angle
of
of,
sight. No, this line, it is called the line of sight.
yes, sir. The angles.
And this angle which is made by the line of sight and horizontal line, this is called the angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Okay, so this is the case when we are looking in the upward direction. Okay, now similarly, suppose let us take the same tower. Okay, let us take the same tower, and suppose the person is standing at the top of this tower. The person is standing at the top of this tower, and the person is looking at some object. Okay, so suppose this is the object on the ground. Now since this person is looking, okay, so for this person, this will be the horizontal line. This will be the horizontal line. Okay, and this person is looking at this object. Okay, suppose this is the object. So if this person is looking at this object, so this line, it is called the line of sight only. Okay, this is called the line of sight. Now in this case, the person is looking in the downwards direction. Okay, so in this case, the angle made by the horizontal line and the line of sight, this is called the angle of
Angle
depression.
of depression.
Okay, angle of depression. So these three terms you need to know for this chapter. Okay, so these three terms and the trigonometric values, okay, of the angles that you need to know. Rest, let us move on to the questions. The questions, they are based on this concept only. Okay, so let's do questions. Let's start the questions. So let us start the exercise questions. Okay, so exercise 9.1. So this concept is clear to everyone or not?
Yes, sir.
Students? Maya, Pranav, Dev, Sachin, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now let's move on to the exercise questions. Now in the first question, we are asked that a circus artist is climbing 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole to the ground. Find the height of the pole if the angle made by the rope with the ground level is 30 degrees. Okay. So suppose this is a vertical pole. Okay. AB. So AB, this is a vertical pole. And this pole, the top of this pole, it is tied to the ground with the help of a rope. And the length of this rope, suppose AC it is the rope, and length of this rope it is given in the question, which is 20 meters.
So can you scroll up a little bit?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So now the question, there is a vertical pole. So suppose AB it is the vertical pole and a rope it is tied from the ground to the top of this pole. Now the length of this rope it is given, that is 20 meters. Okay. And BC it is the ground, and we are also given the angle. This angle it is given. Okay, the angle made by the rope with the ground. So this angle is given, that is 30 degrees. So here we have to find the height of the pole. Okay, so this, the height of the pole, that is AB, we have to find the height of AB. Okay, so first you write it like this, that in the figure AB is pole and AC is the rope. AC is the rope. Now here we can see that it is forming a right angle triangle. Okay, because the vertical pole, it will make 90-degree angle with the ground. So in triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, now here we know the length of this hypotenuse. Okay, AC it is the rope and it will form a hypotenuse of this right angle triangle. And we need to find the length of AB. So which trigonometric ratio we will use? So just remember the trigonometric ratios, the formulas. Okay, students, I taught you that some people have,
Yes,
some
sir.
people have,
Cos is equal to sine is equal to p by h. Cos is equal to b by h. Tan is equal to p by b.
very good. Till,
Cosec is equal to h by p. Sec is equal to b by h, and
very good, very good, Maya.
cot is equal to b by p.
Okay, so just remember this statement that some people have curly black hair till painted brown. Okay, so S means sine, so sine it is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. C means cos, cos it is equal to base upon hypotenuse, and tan it is equal to perpendicular upon base. Okay, so just remember the sentence and you will remember the formula also. So here we need to find the length of this perpendicular and we are given the hypotenuse. So we will use which trigonometric ratio? We will use here sine 30 degree. Okay, so sine 30 degree, we know that it is equal to perpendicular
Half.
upon hypotenuse, that is AB upon AC. Now sine 30 value, we know that it is equal to half. Length of AB we have to find, and AC we know that it is equal to 20. So this 20 it goes on the left hand side. So we will get AB it is equal to 20 upon 2, that is 10. Okay, so we got the required answer, that is height of the pole is 10 meters. Okay, so this is the required answer. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, students, so note it down.
No doubt.
Sure.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next question, that is question number 2. So the question, it is given that a tree breaks due to storm and the broken part bends so that the top of the tree touches the ground, making an angle 30 degrees with it. The distance between the foot of the tree to the point where the top touches the ground is 8 meters. So find the height of the tree. Okay. So suppose, let me draw the diagram here. Okay. So suppose A and B. So AB, it was a tree. Okay, suppose AB, it was a tree, and the tree breaks down at this point. So once it breaks down, it bends like this. Okay, it bends like this. So suppose this point is point C, this point is point D. Now we are given that the top of this tree, this is the top of the tree, it is making an angle of 30 degrees with the ground. Okay, and we are also given the distance between the foot of this tree, which is this point, that is A, and the top of the tree, that is point D. So distance between these 2 points, it is also given, that is 8 meters. Okay, so here we have to find the height of the tree. Okay, so we have to find the height of the tree, that is we have to find AB. So here we will write that let AB is the tree, let AB is the tree which breaks at point C, and the broken part, the broken part CD, the broken part CD, suppose the broken part, okay, the broken part CB becomes CD. Okay, this is the broken part CB, and when it breaks, it becomes CD. Okay, so length of CB and CD, it is same. Okay, now first here we can see that this is a right angle triangle. So here we will use trigonometric ratio to find the length of AC, and then we will find the trigonometric ratios to find the length of CD. Okay, once we get these two lengths, we will simply add these two lengths and we will get the height of the tree. Okay, so first in triangle ACD. Okay, so first let us find the length of AC. Now, in which trigonometric ratio we have this perpendicular also and this base also?
Tan.
Yes, very good, tan 30 degree. So tan 30 degree, it is equal to perpendicular upon base. So here perpendicular, it is AC, and base, it is AD. Now the value of tan 30 degree, what is the value of tan 30 degree?
1/√3.
Okay, 1 upon root 3. So tan 30 degree, it is 1 upon root 3. AC, length of AC we have to find, and length of AD, it is given, that is 8 meters. So from here AC we will get 8 upon root 3. Okay, 8 upon root 3. So this is the length of AC. Now next we will find the length of CD. Okay, so now in which trigonometric formula we will get the base also and this hypotenuse? Okay, can anyone tell me? Sachin, Pranav, Devdarshini, Maya, in which trigonometric formula we have this base and hypotenuse?
So tan.
Base and hypotenuse.
Cot.
Not cot. Because
Sine.
tan, sine. No, because in sine we need perpendicular and hypotenuse. So it will be cos. Okay, students. Because sine it is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Remember. So here we need this hypotenuse, and we already know the value of this base. Okay, so if you use sine, so we have already if you use sine, so in using sine you will have to use this perpendicular and this hypotenuse. Okay, so you can use sine also, because the length of AC we already know that is 8 upon root 3, and you can use cos also because this value we already know. Okay, base. So if I use cos 30 degree, so cos 30 degree, it is base, which is AD, upon hypotenuse, which is CD. Now cos 30 degree, what is the value of cos 30 degree?
3 root 3/2.
Okay, root 3 upon 2. Root 3 upon 2. Now length of AD, we know that it is 8, and CD we have to find. So from here we will get the value of CD, which is this 2, it goes on the right hand side. So 8 into 2, it is 16. And this root 3, it comes in the denominator part. So CD we will get 16 upon root 3. Okay. So length of AC we got, length of this CD we got. So now height of the tree, height of the tree, it is equal to AC plus CD. Now AC it is 8 upon root 3 plus CD it is 16 upon root 3. Next you take the LCM, and if you add it you will get 16 plus 8, that is 24. So 24 upon root 3. Okay, and you can further rationalize it also. Okay, if you multiply both the numerator and denominator by root 3, so you will get 24 root 3 upon 3, and 3 8 are 24, so you will get 8 root 3 meters. So this is the required answer. Okay, this is the required height of the tree. Okay, students, understood?
So why are we converting 16 into root 3?
Which one? This part?
Yes, sir.
Last part. Okay, 8 upon root 3 plus 16 upon root 3. If you take LCM, so here you will get root 3 only. Okay, and 16 plus 8 you will get 24. Okay, so adding these two terms, you will get 24 upon root 3. So you can leave the answer here also, but if you want to rationalize, okay, so in that case you will multiply both the numerator and denominator by root 3. Okay, so once you multiply, in the denominator part you will get root 3 into root 3, that is 3, and in the numerator part you will get 24 root 3. And again if you cancel it out, so 3 8 are 24, so 8 root 3 meters, this is the height of the tree. You can leave the answer here also, 24 upon root 3 meters. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir.
This is just an extra step. Okay, from here this is just an extra step. Okay, you will leave the answer here also, but in some cases few teachers they cut marks also, like half a marks also, because further rationalization is not done. So in that case better to be on the safe side, so you better rationalize it. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question, that is question number 3. Okay, so any doubts here in this question, students? Devdarshini, Maya, Pranav, Sachin?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So now the next question, that is question number 3. A contractor plans to install 2 slides for the children to play in a park. For the children below the age of 5 years, she refers to have a slide whose top is at a height of 1.5 meters and inclined at an angle of 30 degrees to the ground. Whereas for elder children, she wants to have a steep slide at a height of 3 meters, inclined at an angle of 60 degrees to the ground. What should be the length of this slide in each case? Okay. So now, according to this question, a contractor wants to make 2 slides. Okay. So suppose this is one slide and this is another slide. Okay. So 2 slides. One is for children below 5 years. So suppose this slide, it is for children below 5 years. And suppose this slide, it is for elder children. Okay, for elder children. Now, in this case, in case of elder children, the height of this height, okay, the length of this height, it is given, that is 3 meters. And for children below 5 years, the height, it is 1.5 meters. And this slide, it is inclined at an angle of 30 degree with the ground, and this slide, it is inclined at an angle of 60 degree with the ground. So we have to find the length of these 2 slides. Okay, so suppose this is A, B, C, and suppose this is P, Q, R. Okay, and both will form a right angle triangle. So first here you will write that let AC and PR be the slides for children below 5 years and elder children respectively. Elder children respectively. So now, first let us find the height of this slide, that is for the length of this slide for children below 5 years. So here we will take in triangle ABC. Okay, so here we'll know the length of this perpendicular and we have to find this hypotenuse. Okay, so in this case we will use the trigonometric ratio, which is sine. Okay, we will use sine. So sine 30 degree, we noted it is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So in this triangle, perpendicular it is AB and hypotenuse it is AC. Now sine 30 degree, we all know the value, which is 1 upon 2. We also know that AB it is 1.5 meters, and we have to find the length of AC. So solving it, you will get AC, it is equal to this 2, it gets multiplied with 1.5. So 1.5 into 2, it is 3. So 3 meters. So this is the length of this slide for children below 5 years. Okay. Now next, let us find this length of slide for elder children. So and in triangle PQR. So again here also we know the length of this perpendicular and we have to find this
So can I tell
hypotenuse.
the answer?
Yeah, Maya, you can tell the answer.
So it is 2 root 3.
2 root 3. Okay, so let us check. So sine 60 degree, it is perpendicular here, it is PQ, and hypotenuse here, it is PR. Okay. So sine 60 degree, what is the value of sine 60 degree? It is root 3 upon 2. And it is equal to PQ, we know that it is 3. And PR, we have to find the length of PR. Now from here you will get PR, it is equal to 3 into 2 upon root 3. So root 3 into root 3, it is equal to 3. So here you will get 2 root 3 meters. So this is the length of this slide. Okay. So in the conclusion, you can write that hence the height of the slides are the height of the slides are 3 meters and 2√3 meters. Okay, understood? Any doubts here?
No doubt, sir.
Pranav, Sachin, Devdarshini, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay,
No doubt, sir.
okay. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. That is question number 4. So in question number 4, we have the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground, which is 30 meters away from the foot of the tower, is 30 degrees. So find the height of the tower. Okay, so this one is very easy. Okay, so we are given that there is a tower. Suppose AB, it is the tower. Okay, and suppose there is a point on the ground. So this is suppose point C. And angle of elevation, that is from this point, angle of elevation is given, that is 30 degree. Okay, we are also given that from this point, the distance from this tower, it is also given, that is 30 meters. So we have to find the height of the tower. Okay, we have to find this height. Okay, students, so I want you guys to do this question. I want you guys to find the height of this tower. Okay, so everyone do this question now. Tell me the answer. What will be the height of the tower? So we are given the angle.
Sir?
Yeah, Sachin.
Is the value of the height of the tower is 10 root 3 meter?
So it's
Okay.
10√3.
Yeah, very good. 10√3, it is the answer. 10√3 meters. Devdarshini, Pranav, are you getting this answer?
Yes, sir.
10√3 meters. And what about Pranav? Hello, Pranav. Pranav out there? Hello, am I audible, Pranav? Okay. Okay, so 10√3 meters, this is the answer. Okay, so here you can use the formula of tan 30 degree. Okay, so tan 30 in tan formula, we have perpendicular also and we have base also. Okay. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question, that is question number 5. So in question number 5, we have that a kite is flying at a height of 60 meters above the ground. The string attached to the kite is temporarily tied to a point on the ground. The inclination of the string with the ground is 60 degree. Find the length of the string, assuming that there is no slack in the string. Okay. So suppose there is a kite. Okay. So suppose this is a kite here. And we are given that this kite, it is at a height of 60 meters. Okay. And suppose this kite, it is attached to a string. Okay, so we have to consider that there is no disturbance in this string. This string is straight. Okay, so this is the string and it is making an angle of 60 degree with the ground. Okay, so suppose if this is point A, this is point B, and suppose this is point C. So here we have to find the length of this string. Okay, we have to find the length of this string. Okay, students, so do this question. Let's see which will give the first answer. So here we have to find the length of this string. Okay. So here there is perpendicular also. We need to find the length of this hypotenuse and angle is given. So which formula will you use? Tell me the answer.
Tan 60.
Okay, very good. Let's see. Tan 60 degree. So Maya, just remember tan is perpendicular upon base. So here we don't have to find base. Okay, we have to find the hypotenuse. So I don't think we can use tan.
60, I mean, sine 60.
Yeah, Sine is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So here we'll have to use sine 60. Okay. So come on, guys. Let's see. What's your answer?
It's 40 root 3, sir.
Yes, very good. It's 40 root 3 meters. Pranav, Maya, what's your answer?
40 upon root 3. I mean 40 by 40 root 3.
40 root 3. Okay, very good. So this is the answer. Okay. So here you just have to use sine 60 degree. It is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So using the formula, you will get the length of this string. Okay. Now let us move to the next question, that is question number 6. Now in question number 6, we are given that a 1.5 tall boy is standing at some distance from a 30-meter tall building. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top of the building increases from 30 degree to 60 degree as he walks towards the building. To find the distance he walked towards the building. Okay, so this question is interesting. So suppose there is a boy. Okay, there is a boy, and the height of this boy, it is given, that is 1.5 meters, and he's standing at some distance from a 30-meter tall building. So suppose this is a building. Okay, this is a building, and its height is 30 meters. The angle of elevation from his eyes to the top. Okay, so suppose from his eyes he is watching the top of this tower, top of this building. So in this case, this line, it will be the horizontal line. This line, it will be the horizontal line, and this is the line of sight, and we are given the angle of elevation, which is 30 degree. Okay. Now it is said that this boy, it moves closer to this building, and when the boy reaches here, suppose the boy reaches here. Now from here, if he looks at the top of the building, now in this case, the angle of elevation he will get, that is 60 degree. Okay. Now here we are asked what is the distance he walked towards the building. Okay, we have to find this distance. This distance we have to find. Now, since the height of this boy, it is 1.5 meters. The length, the height of this tall building, it is 30 meters. So this height, this much height, it will be 1.5. And if this much is 1.5, this much, it will be 28.5. 28.5 meters. Okay, understood? So now, here we will get two right angle triangles. Okay, we will get two right angle triangles. So now first let us write here. Let us first give the naming to this figure. Suppose this is point P. Suppose this is point Q. Suppose this is point R. Okay. And suppose this is point S, the boy at the starting point. And after moving towards the building, suppose this is point T. Okay. And okay. And suppose, so this is the ground. Okay, this is the ground here. And this point is point A. And suppose this point is point B. Okay. Now look here. So here we will write that let PQ is building and AS is the boy. AS is the boy, 1.5 meters tall. Now he moves from point S to point T towards the building. towards the building. Okay. Now here, length of PQ, that is the height of the building, it is given in the question, that is 30 meters. Okay. Now, what will be the length of PR? So PR, it will be equal to length of PQ minus length of RQ. Now length of PQ, it is 30. Length of RQ, it is 1.5. So 30 minus 1.5, it is 28.5. So 28.5 meters, this is the length of this PR. Okay, understood? Now next, first we will take triangle PAR. This whole triangle PAR. So now in triangle PAR, so here we will use the trigonometric ratio, that is tan 30 degree. Okay, because you have to find this distance. So for so to find this distance, what you will have to do, you will have to find first this distance and this distance. After that, you just have to subtract this distance from this distance. Okay, first you find distance AR, next you find distance PR. Okay, after finding these two distances, you have to find distance AB. So distance AB, it will be equal to AR minus BR. Okay, so in triangle PAR, tan 30 degree, it is equal to, now in this case perpendicular, it is PR upon base, here it is AR. Now tan 30 degree, we know that it is equal to 1 upon root 3. And it is equal to, now PR it is 28.5. And you have to find length of AR. So from here you will get length of AR, which is 28.5 root 3 meters. Okay. Next you will find the length of BR. So now for length of BR, you will have to consider this triangle, that is triangle PBR. So now in triangle PBR, so here tan 60 degree, it will be equal to, again here we will use perpendicular upon base, so that is PR upon BR. So PR upon BR. Now tan 60 degree, we know that it is equal to root 3. PR, it is 28.5, and BR we have to find. So from here you will get BR, it is equal to 28.5 upon root 3 meters. Okay, 28.5 upon root 3 meters. Now next we have to find the length of AB. Okay, so here we will write that distance walked towards the building, So distance walked towards the building, it is equal to this distance, that is ST. Now ST distance, it is equal to this AB distance. Okay, ST, it is equal to AB, and AB, it is equal to AR minus BR. AR minus BR. Now just put the values here. Okay, AR you got 28.5 root 3, and BR you got 28.5 upon root 3. Okay, so for simplification, first you can do, what you can do is, first you take 28.5 as common, and here you will get root 3 minus 1 upon root 3, and you simplify these brackets first. So 28.5 into root 3 into root 3, it is 3. So 3 minus 1 upon root 3. So 3 minus 1, that is 2. So 28.5 into 2, it is equal to 28 into 2, it is 56, 57. Okay. 57. So 57 upon root 3 meters. So this is the distance. And if you want to rationalize it, so for rationalization, what you do, you multiply both the numerator and denominator by root 3. So you will get 57 root 3 upon 3. And 3 ones are 3, 3 nines are 27. So 19 root 3 meters. Okay, this is the required answer. So let me explain this solution first. Okay, once again. So according to question, it is given that there is a boy. The height of this boy it is 1.5 meters, and there is a tall building. The height of this building it is 30 meters. Okay. Now this boy, when he is standing at this point, so from this point, the boy is watching at the top of this tower. So from this point, the angle of elevation it is 30 degree. Okay. And when this boy he moves towards the building, suppose he moves towards the building and he reaches at point T. Okay. So from point T, now if from this point he watches at the top of this tower, so at this point the angle of elevation it is 60 degree. So in the question we have, according to question, we have to find the distance traveled by this boy. Okay, how much distance he traveled? This distance we have to find. Now remember that the height of this boy it is 1.5 meters. Height of this building it is 30 meters. So what will be the length of this part? That is PR. So it will be equal to 30 minus 1.5, that is 28.5. So if this is 1.5, this will be 28.5. Okay, so this is the figure. So now next we have to find this distance. So to find this distance, so this ST, length of this ST, okay, it will be equal to the length of this AB. Okay, so to find this length AB, we have to subtract length BR from length AR. Okay, so we'll have to find these lengths, these two lines, that is BR and AR. So first we take this triangle, that is triangle PAR. So in triangle PAR, we will use tan 30 degree. Okay, because we need to find this base, and height we noted it is 28.5. So tan 30 degree it is equal to PR upon AR. Tan 30 degree it is 1 upon root 3. PR it is 28.5 upon AR we have to find. And if you simplify it, you will get AR it is equal to 28.5 into root 3 meters. So this is the length of AR. Now next we have to find the length of BR. So in this case, we will take this triangle. So again, we will use the ratio, trigonometric ratio, that is tan. Tan 60 degree it is equal to PR upon BR. Okay. Again, tan 60 degree it is root 3. PR it is 28.5, and then we have BR. So if you simplify it, you will get BR it is equal to 28.5 upon root 3 meters. So distance traveled it is ST, and length of ST it is equal to length of AB, and AB we know that it is AR minus BR. So AR minus BR. Next you just put the values here. So putting the values, you will get 28.5 into root 3 minus 28.5 upon root 3. Next you take 28.5 as common, so in brackets you will get root 3 minus 1 upon root 3, and if you simplify it, so root 3 into root 3 it is 3, so 3 minus 1 upon root 3. 3 minus 1 it is 2. So 2 into 28.5 it is 57. So 57 upon root 3 meters, this is the answer. And if you want to rationalize it, so you'll have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by root 3. So in the denominator part, you will get root 3 into root 3, it is 3. So 3 19s are 57. So you will get 19 root 3 meters. So this is the answer. Okay. Understood, students? Pranav, Maya, Sachin, any doubts in this question?
No doubt, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, so now let's move on to the next question, that is question number 7. Acha, have you noted it down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let's move on to the next question, that is question number 7. So in question number 7, we have, from a point on the ground, the angles of elevation of the bottom and top of a transmission tower fixed at the top of a 20-meter high building are 45 degree and 60 degree. So find the height of the tower. Okay. So suppose there is a top building. Okay, suppose this is a top building and the height of this building, it is given that is 20 meters. 20 meters. And at the top of this building, there is a transmission tower. Suppose this is a transmission tower. Okay, suppose this is a transmission tower. Okay, now suppose from this point, the angle of elevation at the top of the bottom and top. Okay, from here, suppose this is the top of the transmission and this is the bottom of the transmission. So angle of elevations are given. So this angle, suppose this is the ground. So this angle, it is given that is 45 degree. And this angle, it is given which is 60 degree. Okay. So suppose this is the right angle triangle. So this is point A. Suppose this is point B. This is point C. And this is point D. Okay. And here we have to find the height of the transmission tower. Okay. So how will you find the height of this transmission tower? Okay. So here first we'll have to find the height of this whole tower, that is tower plus building. We'll have to find this whole figure. You'll have to find this whole height. And once you get this height, you simply subtract this length from this length and you will get the height of this transmission tower. Okay. So here you will write that let BC is the building. BC is the building and AB is transmission tower. AB is transmission tower. Okay. So now to find this length, that is this whole length, that is the length of AC, you will need one more length, that is BC. Okay, we'll need two sides length of we already know the angle and we need to find the length of one side, any one side. Okay, so for that first we will find the length of this side. Okay, we'll find the length of this side. So for this length we will consider first this triangle, that is triangle BDC. Okay, so in triangle BDC, tan 45 degree, it is equal to, now in this case perpendicular is BC upon base is DC. Now tan 45 degree we know that it is equal to 1. BC we know that it is given in the quotient, that is 20 meters, and we have to find the length of DC. So DC it gets multiplied with 1, and from here you will get DC, it is equal to 20 meters. So this is this distance. Okay. Now next you will consider this whole triangle, that is triangle ADC. So now in triangle ADC, tan 60 degree, it is equal to perpendicular is AC, base is DC. Now tan 60 degree we know that it is equal to √3. AC we have to find, and DC we know that it is 20. So from here you will get AC, which is 20 √3 meters. Okay, so you got the length of AC also, you already know the length of BC. Next you just subtract this length from this length and you will get the height of this transmission tower. Okay, so here you will write that now height of the transmission tower, height of the transmission tower, it is equal to AC minus BC. So it AC it is 20 root 3, BC it is 20. So just take 20 as common. So you will get 20 into root 3 minus 1 meters. So this is the required length of transmission tower. Okay, understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts in this question?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question.
Sir, I'm writing 1 second.
Okay, so note it down first. Perpendicular here. Now here perpendicular is AC upon base is CD. Okay. Now AC it is equal to length of AC, it is AB plus BC. AB plus BC upon CD. Okay. Now next, tan 60 degree we know that it's equal to root 3. It is equal to, now AB we know that it is equal to 1.6 meters. So here you will write 1.6 plus length of BC we have to find upon, now this CD. In place of CD you can write BC from this relation. Okay, here you can write BC. So next you just have to simplify it. Okay, so for that what you will do, you will write root 3 it is equal to, next you BC you write at the denominator part in both this in both the terms, 1.6 upon BC plus BC upon BC. So BC upon BC it is 1. Okay, so this one it goes on the left hand side. So you will get root 3 minus 1. It is equal to 1.6 upon BC. Again, you can write BC as 1.6 upon root 3 minus 1. Okay, 1.6 upon root 3 minus 1. So this is the answer. And if you want to rationalize it, you can do the rationalization. So for rationalization, you just multiply both the terms by root 3 plus 1. Okay, root 3 plus 1. The numerator and denominator by root 3 plus 1. So you will get 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 upon, now here you will use the formula of A minus B into A plus B. So A minus B into A plus B, it is equal to A square minus B square. So here A square is root 3 square, it is 3. 1 square is 1. So here you will get 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1, it is 2. So you will get 1.6 into root 3 plus 1 upon, and 2 into 0.8 is 1.6. So you will get 0.8 into root 3 plus 1. So this is the required height of the pedestal. Okay, this is required height of pedestal. Okay. Understood, students? Any doubts in this question?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, so note it down.
Done, sir.
Okay, students. So let's end our session for today. Okay, we will continue with this chapter in our next session.